All right, we have returned from open session with no action to follow. So we will continue on with our agenda and we'll move on to item 1.5, the report of the superintendent of schools. So Dr. Swift.
Thank you, President Gordon-Ross and members of the board, all those who are joining us here in person and remote. It is Monday, April 27th. We are focused on a strong finish to this 25-26 school year. And we've been so many programs. Members, I know you've been out in the community at schools and seeing all the tremendous progress that our students have made, and we feel so much gratitude to our students and teachers, support staff and leaders, our families, partners, and community for the inspiring work that occurs in our classrooms and schools each day. And we'll share just a few highlights this evening of that work in progress. Friday evening, what a tremendous evening for our community at the Lawrence Arts Center. We had just hundreds and hundreds of parents and students and community members to celebrate the annual district art show. These are just a few of the many pieces that were there on display, and the event highlighted the strength of our arts programs. And I'm always impressed at this art show. Members, you know well that you can see kinder art moving all the way up through high school art that was exhibited and recognized among 100,000 entries nationally. And so it's a great night to see that progression of arts education in Lawrence Public Schools. Last Sunday, what a delight to be in Topeka for the Kansas Teacher of the Year Regional Recognition Ceremony. We were so delighted to recognize Cordley Elementary's Amanda Carlson, who was honored as a district finalist. Amanda's own principal, Reaver, described her in a beautiful way to me. She said that Amanda is a warm demander. And I loved that phrase, a warm demander. Her nomination highlighted her ability to support both academic growth and the development of confidence, resilience, and a lifelong love of learning in her students. So congratulations to USD 497 Amanda Carlson on this deserved recognition and for the meaningful impact you make each day in the lives of our students. The Lawrence Schools Foundation team, as you can see here, was out, and they have recently they were honored with the 2026 Jayhawk Performance Legacy Member Award from the University of Kansas Department of Health, Sport, and Exercise Sciences. This recognition reflects the strength of the partnership between the foundation and Jayhawk Performance and the shared commitment to expanding opportunities for our Lawrence Public Schools students. We're always grateful for the foundation's continued leadership and investment in student success. Lawrence High School's own Mike Jones, band director, was recently honored with this year's Lead Center Impact Award. Selected by the Lead Center, the Friends of Lead board members, USD 497 ambassadors, and past recipients, the Impact Award recognizes educators who demonstrate leadership in their field, artistic integrity, and a deep commitment to arts education and innovation in their work with students. Many of you know Mike Jones' work. His impact is evident not only in the strength and long-standing excellence of the LHS band program, but in the relationships he builds and the opportunities he creates for students to grow, perform, and find their voice. Mike Jones will be formally recognized on stage at an upcoming Lead Center performance. Well, a week ago on Saturday, many of us were out for our inaugural Bloom in Zoom. It brought more than 130 staff members together for a morning focused on wellness, connection, and community. We were out at the Lawrence Sports Pavilion. The event had plenty of space for staff to engage in a fun, non-competitive activity while connecting with colleagues and local partners. We are grateful to so many sponsors. Members, you have those listed in your report. All of our volunteers and participants who helped make this inaugural event a success and a celebration of staff well-being. I just want to give a shout out to our HR team, who I believe arrived around 6 a.m. to get us up and going for that event. And thanks to the members who were able to be out. And I just want to share that there were about a half a dozen creative, innovative teams, and we could not pick a winner. So the HR team will be out tomorrow, and all of those teams are now hereby declared the winner. And I do have to share that Deerfield's school supply team, I have a photo of them that I'll send you, or maybe that's them on the right there. They were each a separate school supply. And then another favorite of mine was a team that were the 4 seasons of the school year: fall break, winter break, spring break, and summer break. They were all dressed appropriately, and when you face them, they would reorganize just like at a football game to make sure they were in the proper chronological order. So it was truly a great day. Kindergarten kickoff, we've decided we're going to lose the word orientation. Kindergarten kickoff was such a success last Wednesday. Each of our elementary schools created an engaging and welcoming experience to help rising kinders begin, and you can see them here in classrooms. They were beginning with connections, comfort, and confidence in their future classrooms. We look forward to officially welcoming this outstanding group of learners for their first day of school come August. Prairie Park has been busy, engaged recently in a meaningful day of learning centered on Native American culture through hands-on experiences and community partnerships. Students connected with guests from Haskell Indian Nations University, participated in culturally grounded activities, and learned directly from student leaders representing Native youth in Lawrence. These experiences provided opportunities for our students to deepen their understanding, to build connections, and to engage in culturally authentic and memorable ways. I wanted to give a shout out to Nafena Favre, Miss Indian Youth Lawrence and Lawrence High School student, and Riley Alva, Junior Miss Indian Youth of Lawrence and Southwest Middle School student, who both spoke. You can see them here in the photo. They both spoke to kindergarten and first grade classes about their cultural traditions and what it means to them to represent their community. What a great Thursday night out at Lawrence High School's CTE Innovation Expo. Really highlighted the diversity of programming at Lawrence. You can see the photos there, from engineering, health sciences, to the arts and culinary programs. Students demonstrated their real-world skills through hands-on projects and interactive experiences. The event reflected the breadth of our CTE programming and the meaningful ways that students are preparing for future careers and continued learning. Dr. Amaya and I walked through together, and one of the highlights was being able to see the student painters actually painting right out in the hallway. We don't often get the opportunity to see them in action. wanted to just share our communications analytics. Our communications team is busy every day telling the story of Lawrence Public Schools, and I just appreciate their valiant efforts, especially in April. It is a wild ride to get everything covered and photographed and posted. Over the past 30 days, you can see Lawrence Public Schools' Facebook presence has demonstrated sustained growth and an increase in engagement. The district's content generated more than 158,000 views and nearly 15,000 interactions. That is a 59 and 69% increase respectively. Just to look back at the beginning of the school year, at that time, we were at approximately 96,000 views and about 5,700 interactions. So about 1/3 of where we are now. We really do appreciate everyone who is out there following us as we celebrate student and staff success. We're reaching both our core audience, our students and parents and staff, and we're also reaching our broader community. If you've not done so yet, follow us on Facebook at Lawrence Public Schools and visit our website for news and updates throughout the year. It's hard to believe, but we are just 3 weeks away from celebrating the class of 2026 and finishing this 25-26 school year strong. Each of these ceremonies coming up represents the culmination of hard work, growth, and perseverance. We look forward to honoring our students from across all our program as they wrap up a strong school year and take their next steps. I really appreciate the opportunity to share the superintendent's report and for the honor of serving the Lawrence Public Schools.